Hello, hello, hi. Hey everyone. I sincerely hope that I am live here right now. This is a lot of fun. Shout out to Dre in the chat for going up first. So, as a quick heads up, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you? Can you hear me? Am I talking? I don't even know. But hey, everyone, I am here to open packs. Welcome to the first ever official episode of I Must Break You. Now, apologies for the visuals here on my face. That is a whole last thing. I have the camera here. I was using my phone as the camera, and it was connecting through the Wi-Fi, and everything was just a problem. So I'm using something that is directly connected in there, so it's not using Wi-Fi, and it looks like garbage. So my apologies. But what you will notice here is I have stacks of cards here. I have some trading cards. I'm very excited about that. I have, first things first, I have these DC Cosmic cards that we have here. These are very fun, very enjoyable. We have a good time with them. I have a couple of packs. One of them I bought myself a while ago. Another one was a gift from my friend Eric Barnes. I have a couple of packs of X-Men Series 1 trading cards that I picked up back at That's Entertainment in Worcester, Massachusetts. It's the comic shop that I used to work at. As you can see, I dropped $5 a pack on those. I just was like, oh, yeah, I haven't opened those in a while. I also have, and this is very important, 4 packs of Marvel Universe Series 2 trading cards. These were actually gifted to me as a gift. Shout out to Dre Alvarez, who is watching. He is in the chat. And he bought me those as a second anniversary present for the second anniversary of the Patreon. That's patreon.com/JeffMay. And then finally, I have 6 packs of Marvel Universe Series 1 cards from Impel from 1990. These are, some refer to these as sort of the Golden Goose. This is like one of those really sort of like, people love, look at that. I'll move that here a little bit. Little Jeff. You get 2 Jeffs on here. The Marvel Universe Series 1 from Impel, those along with the Marvel Masterpieces, those are the things that people really, really like. So we're going to break these cards. Now, for those of you that are not knowing, if you're just here to hang out, that's great. Thank you so much. Some people are very invested in this break because they are a member of patreon.com/JeffMay's rookie card tier or the Two-Face tier, of which you get stuff from a pull. And I am guaranteeing, an absolute guarantee, that everybody on that tier, because it's the first run, is going to get something from these Series 1 packs. And I am punitive about fairness, so it's gonna be good stuff. You're not gonna get trash. So I don't have a mat yet. I'm actually using one of my shipping bags with my face on it, which the lady at the post office loves these, by the way. So here we go. I'm gonna start this out, and I think we're gonna start with the DC Cosmic cards. Just because I think I'm just going to tier my way up into the better cards so we can finish up with the best stuff. So we're going to open these. We got obviously Deathstroke in the front. Now, if you're a Batman fan, I apologize. There is no Batman in here. Batman was its own thing. And it was not allowed in the DC Cosmic Cards packs. But, so we have here Crisis on Infinite Earths. Great 1986 story. We got Black Condor. Oh, hell yeah. We got Lobo. Hell yeah. We love Lobo. That's Simon Bisley, I believe, doing that. We have Modern Age Blue Beetle. We have Monarch. I believe he's from Armageddon 2001? Was that his big storyline? Is that right? I don't even know. Who knows? Who cares? Arisia. We have Arisia. Golden Age Cheetah. I always laughed at this one. I always thought this one was just hilarious looking. The way her her outfit looked. I always, even opening this, I was like, this looks stupid. Chemo, who is an absolutely terrifying character. I think they call him Chemo, but no, that is Chemo. We have Nightshade. Do they have cool backs? So yeah, these ones have backs. The backs, they have like a little identikit that tells you like their personal stats, first appearances, a little Q&A, and a little bit of lore. So that's what we get there. Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question, Dre. We have Sinestro and Villains from Beyond, but he's wearing the Green Lantern suit, and I think that's really fun. These cards were made in what, 91? Yeah, 91. So obviously Sinestro has moved very forward in having the Sinestro core and everything. But yeah, we see him in the Green Lantern suit. We have Brainiac looking like he's going to tie you to the train tracks with brain power. Shout out to Brainiac. And ooh, a checklist. Great. Love a checklist. Stoked on that Lobo though. Shout out for that logo. Yeah, there is no Breaking the Bats pack in this one. Yeah, no Batman stuff. It was actually, I remember when I first bought these, I was like, what the hell? And then I ended up getting, I think it was like Modern Age Superman. And it looked so good that I was like, that's fine. I don't need Batman. So we got, again, Crisis on Infinite Earths, but it looks like this is the second part of that. We have Modern Age Shazam here. And I'm going to guess this was drawn by Jerry Ordway. No, it was Graham Nolan. We have Brave and the Bold. First appearance of Hawkman here. I wonder what this was worth in 91. They usually say how much they're worth. So back in 1991, this was worth $220. I can only imagine how much this thing is worth now. Geez, somebody in the comments, look up Brave and the Bold number 34. See what that's going for these days. We got Black Lightning. Television's Black Lightning. Power Girl, not looking like we think of when we think of Power Girl. That's for darn sure. You hate to say it, but where's the boob window? We have an amazing modern age Wonder Woman. I mean, that's incredible. And that is Jill Thompson did that. She's incredible. She's really nice too. Ice, great picture. Showcases first appearance of the Green Lantern. I mean, all right, I'll take it. Geoforce, Golden Age Shazam. We're getting our Shazams up in here. Great battles. We have Millennium. So Dre Alvarez is saying it runs up to about 1,200 graded for that first Hawkman, and I'm guessing even more. We have Count Vertigo here, who did appear in the Batman the Animated Series. If you've ever listened to Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, he is the guy that we say things like this. A 7.5 got 1,700, is going for 1,775. So we get that. All right, let's go to these X-Men cards here. Now, these were so huge at the time. Obviously, these were the art. I believe Jim Lee did all of these, did all of the artwork in here, and the values on these are crazy. God, that feeling. Here, I'm gonna do this into the mic. Ready? All right, so here we go. We got Deathbird. I got to be honest, I had a crush on every woman in this card set. When these came out, these were what, 1992? 91 or 92. So I was like 10, 11 years old at the max. Megan from Excalibur. Something I also noticed, by the way, and here's something really interesting. The color of the X here corresponds with the team that they're on. So, for instance, if somebody's on the X-Men Gold team at the time, they'll have a yellow X, blue team, blue X. So Excalibur is going to have a red X. Shout out to there. Black is going to be X-Force. So we got Sunspot here in the X-Men range here. Banshee. Banshee being X-Men Blue. You can see the blue right there. I didn't know that until way later. We have Oh, shit. We have Apocalypse. But here's the oh shit. Folks, what? Get out of here. I pulled a Gambit hologram out of this. And this thing is gorgeous. Oh my God. Let's see if we can get that in there. It's the gold Gambit hologram. I am going to grab... I have sleeves here. So I have sleeves. This Gambit is going straight into a sleeve. Oh man, what a find. You know, these holograms, they're always case sensitive, so whew, what a grab. I am stoked on that one. So we're going to put that in. So we have a Gambit hologram. Third pack, we got an insert. That is unfriggin' believable. Oh my god, that is so great. I'm so excited for that. Yeah, pick a card, mon ami. So we have that. And also, if you are a member of my Patreon tier and you want one of the cards, I'm gonna have to say no to the holograms only because I don't think that would be fair to the rest of the patrons. But if there's a character you love specifically and you want the card, you just let me know. Shoot me the DMs. So we have X Factor. I loved this run of X Factor, written by Peter David, and I got to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the Larry Stroman art at the time, and I have since turned on that. I loved this part of the set, the Danger Room page at the end. 9 cards, and everyone had a different guy in the Danger Room. Ooh, nice. We got a Wolverine. We got the Wolverine in here. I believe is he card 1? No, I believe Beast was card 1, so he must be card 2. So he is card 2. We have Black Tom. I think this Black Tom piece is that Black Tom card is incredible looking too. It's funny, the characters that you don't seem to care about are the ones that just look the absolute coolest. So that Black Tom is pretty great. Professor X is hanging out, obviously, and we have another Danger Room. So again, you would put that right here. You know, you'd put the cards here, and there would be another one in here. I forget who's up here. Maybe Shatterstar. I know Archangel is to the right, so Archangel is right here in this spot, and I know next to Cyclops was Cable. But yeah, that's a pretty fun set. So those X-Men cards, those ones were paying off pretty well. Yeah, I'm glad about the angle. I have been. Side note. I have been, because this is my first ever live stream and solo, and as a reminder that I am a Luddite. I am bad at doing this. I have been stressing over this for the past 24 hours, making sure we have that. Now we're going to go to the Marvel Universe Series 2. Shout out to Dre Alvarez, my co-host and producer of the Nerd Podcast, for sending me these as a congratulations for going 2 years of that. Oh my God! What? Fantastic Four versus the Mole Man hologram first thing. Oh my gosh darn gosh. We'll put that right down there because I am going to the Matt Froome, you liked the mustard and doo-doo suit color. And I gotta be honest, that's probably my favorite Wolverine as well. I can't believe this. I can't believe the amount of holograms that I am pulling out of these packs. That is insane. Oh my god. Okay, back to it. It's funny, we talk about this set. This set was the first set that I was ever I got in trouble at school for selling these cards when I was in 6th, 7th grade or something like that. Punisher versus Jigsaw. Deathlock. I was obsessed with Deathlock. I used to try to draw Deathlock in my notebook all the time in school. Love that. Iron Man versus Mandarin. So we like that. That was back when Mandarin looked a lot like Lopan. So we got the Thing. I wish they would have just collated these better. Rookies, Rage. That was a weird character to create. He was a young black kid that would become a big, angry black guy. That was his big thing. And that I don't know if that would fly anymore. Same thing that wouldn't fly anymore. How about Dr. Octopus smoking a goddamn cigarette? You think they'd let that happen again? You think they'd be like, yeah, make sure he's smoking in there. This Ghost Rider is great. I think this is an Art Adams. I mean, it's pretty clearly an Art Adams. I don't know why I'm like, I think it might be Art Adams. That is clearly an Art Adams. Where's his signature? Where's his autograph? You know how you can tell it's Art Adams? Oh, his signature is literally, you can't really see it because of the focusing, but it's there on the grave. It says AA 291. Brian Hurst, you love that Iron Man Mandarin art. Dude, you can have it if you're in the if you're on that tier. It's yours, man. It's all yours. You can just message me. Oh, we got Magneto. Check Magneto out. Union Jack. A good friend of mine, Christos Gage, wrote the Union Jack miniseries. Captain America versus Baron Zemo and the X-Men. All right. And this was before, right before X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold, I believe. So this X-Men is the ones that were wearing like the yellow and blue leotards kind of thing. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if we can pull another hologram out of these, because I'm really into this. The luck that I'm getting in here. Or let's get, we can get some other cards too. I believe there's a Marvel Girl by Art Adams that I was like obsessed with. This Galactus is by Art Adams. So Art Adams is my favorite artist of all time. I consider him to be the best comic book artist alive. So we have Fantastic Four versus the Skrulls. That's gorgeous art right there. You're right, Doc Garby. The Havoc design, the silver with the bands on his head and everything. Yeah, that was great and awful. Iceman, personal friend of mine. Shout out to Sean Asmore. Doctor Strange versus Baron Mordo. All right. Yeah, the weapon cards on the back were really fun. This Nightcrawler, I didn't like this card when I first got it because I hated the hat. I wasn't too big on at the time, 70s and 80s X-Men lore, some of it, but not a lot of it. And then when I read that he was this swashbuckler, I was like, yeah, that makes way more sense. Excalibur, right there, drawn by Mark Bagley. You might know him from The Amazing Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. Calypso. I never thought that she was a great character, but McFarlane used her really well, and I believe it was Torment. Archangel, he used to be one of my favorites. What a slick design Archangel had. The Mandarin's rings. Fin Fang Foom. Now this is a beautiful card. Look at him. God, guys, love that kaiju energy of Fin Fang Foom. Firestar, created for a cartoon, by the way. Created for Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. And she's a mutant. And Fantastic Four versus Galactus. I like that. Couple more of these packs to go. We got the Hulk pack right here. I like that. Now, let's see. Oh, I'm going to open it into the mic. Ready? There's some ASMR for you right there, huh? Ooh, this camera is terrible on my face. It looks like... oh, this is a good one. Spider-Man versus Venom. I'm sure that's a mildly sought-after card. This Mr. Fantastic I thought was interesting because I never really saw him ever holding a gun, and then he just has this big-ass 90s cannon. Ghost Rider versus Death Watch. That is a unique name. Yeah, Galactus seemed very unamused with the Fantastic Four's attack. Yeah, that's Galactus for you. Captain Britain, one of my favorite designs of all time. Why does that guy look like the comedian we saw? Because I'm the comedian that you saw. That's exciting. See that? The New Warriors. Loved this storyline. Loved a lot of the New Warriors. We got Ultron. That's a badass looking card. Thor. I did not like the beard and eye shield Thor when he came out, and I have since come around to it. We have Wolverine's Claws. That's a great card. That's a good card. Jigsaw. What a terrible character Jigsaw is. Just a guy with a knife, a gun, and a busted face. Death's Head fascinated me as a kid because I was like, who is this? It's another Art Adams joint here. Wolverine versus the Hulk. It's great art too. Who did that art? See that? People writing it. I don't even know who did this artwork at the time. It looks like Dan Panosian. I can't tell. It's gorgeous, though. And shout out to the checklist, everyone's favorite card to get. You know, when you're a little kid and you're like a huge fan of comic books, and you're like, I hope I can get a checklist that tells me the names of the characters that I could have gotten. If you had a checklist, sound off. Did you fill them out when you were a kid? I did. I would run the pen down the checklists every time, but I also bought enough cards. It's like what I mostly spent my money on was the trading cards and comic books back in the day. We have Captain America's shield. Kingpin. That is a stout Kingpin right there. Night Thrasher. Really great character with Night Thrasher. Really enjoyed that. Human Torch versus the Submariner. It's I believe that's like the first Marvel fight of all time. That arch. TC says he angrily tore up checklists. I never tore up something that could have been collectible at the time. Man, the Avengers. This Avengers card. What a bleak era for the Avengers right here. Like what a bleak time for you. Had Cap, you had She-Hulk, you had Vision, Black Widow, Quasar, and Cersei. This Beast card, that's really great. That's a good one right there. I really like that. You can see him hopping on Cyclops' head. I find that to be very funny because in reality that would snap his neck. Baron Mordo getting a lot of visibility out in this one. Spidey versus the Lizard. Let's take a look at that over this She-Hulk. Spidey versus the Lizard. This She-Hulk, again, by Art Adams, and like, I was in love. Maybe that's why I think Art Adams is so great. The Ultimate Nullifier, I didn't understand what this was when they revealed that it was like a thing that basically kills everything. So that was that. Puma, I think he ended up like, Wyatt Wingfoot is his name? I think he ended up getting used in Dan Slott's She-Hulk pretty well. And Quicksilver. Shout out to Quicksilver for that. Yeah, she does have the Triple H sledgehammer here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody, we are going to hit these 6 packs of Marvel Universe Series 1. And again, if you are a member of the tier on Patreon that gets you access to these, expect some of them in the mail at the beginning or middle of next month. Also, side note, I'm having so much fun building those care packages. She-Hulk was the best Marvel TV show, and to learn more, listen to the Zeb Wells episode of Jeff Has Cool Friends. Now, I'm going to be very careful with these. Obviously, these tend to be a bit valuable. They don't, not like the boom that was in 2021, but they're still not nothing. We have an Apocalypse, the Silver Surfer interview card. I always remember those. Moon Knight looks wild with all the white around him. We have a Dagger. We have Spidey interviewing Magneto. The other thing too, yeah, if you want these, let me know if you're on that tier. The only ones that I'm not really going to be immediately dishing out, and it's only as a matter of fairness, again, is holograms, and then the Stan Lee or Cosmic Spider-Man, only because if one person gets them, then it's going to feel like I hooked somebody up financially, and then everybody else can piss off. So I like to keep it on an even keel when we do this. Hulk versus Spider-Man. Quasar. Pop 0 on this card in grading, I bet, because nobody would ever grade Quasar. New Mutants. This New Mutants is fascinating, primarily because the art style, it has Cable, but it's definitely like a real Silver Age Marvel method version of it, so the characters are very interesting. Do we know who the artist was on that? No. We got Daredevil, Professor X, Storm, and Cap V. Wolvie. So shout out to them. These look incredibly well centered too. That's actually something that these used to have a problem with. I remember they were, because they had put out a lot of these at the time. Here you go. But those looked incredibly well centered. I'm very excited. Right. Oh, yeah. think this one might go in my PC here. Standard Spidey right there, my absolute favorite. I actually got my 21st birthday. My birthday's in October. I got my license photo in a Spider-Man costume. Andre, yeah, I'm going to grade these. These are going to get graded, like a lot of them. Yeah, because, you know, what's the worst that can happen? You know, I spend $20 on grading, it comes back an 8 or a 9, and I get my money back. We got Hulk. That's the gray Hulk. I got confused as a kid when there was gray and green Hulk. Cloak and Dagger. Look at that. I'm being extra careful with these. In Marvel lore, is adamantium tougher than Cap's shield metal? I believe Cap's shield metal was a synthesis of vibranium and adamantium. So, I don't know. Felicia Hardy showing up. One of the things I really loved about these cards was the stats, like the win and loss percentages. I always thought that was fascinating. Turns out they just made it up. You can do bulk grading, Dre. Mohawk Storm, the perfect storm, some would say. X-Men in the Savage Land as famous battles. We have the Long Shot card. Doctor Strange having that really cool Ditko style background. The X-Men #1 issue. What did they say? How much was that worth at the time? $990. Ooh, a Ghost Rider rookie. You get the Ghost Rider rookie card, everybody. Get that Ghost Rider. And then Red Skull. Interestingly, I'm not sure they would ever get the Nazi flag back in there, but this is what I was talking about the centering problems. You know, if you look at how uncentered this card is, if I sent this in for grading, the centering alone, because it's so off-center left down, that this would come back like a 7 or something like that. So this is a card that wouldn't be worth grading. And unless somebody's like a big fan of the Red Skull, which, I mean, why would you be that? Why would you like that character? Funny story, I actually have a high-res foam core version of the Red Skull portrait from Captain America, the First Avenger. It was given to me by somebody I knew that worked at an auction house, and they were auctioning off the Cap stuff. And there's only like 2 of them that exist in this world, and I have one, but I can't hang that up. Quasar, New Mutants, Daredevil. Oh no, we got a repeat pack. Professor X, Storm, Cap v. Wolvie. Oh, we got the Aunt May. Aunt May showing up. What's her win-loss percentage? Pies baked, 984. Meals served, 11,743. Wrinkles on face, too many to count. Okay. Daredevil versus Wolverine. We have the Amazing Fantasy, 15. Invisible Woman. The Amazing Spider-Man 129, first appearance of the Punisher. And the Luke Cage. Look at how, see the centering? See what I was telling you guys about the centering? Look at how off that is. That is rude to Luke Cage. Yeah, that Red Skull having a full-on swastika is a bit jarring. Yeah, Professor X used to do a lot of standing and then sitting and then standing. Ooh, we got a Hulk. We have a Hulk. This is the Green Hulk card. Shout out to that. Famous battles: X Factor v Apocalypse. A lot of famous battles here. Iron Man v Titanium Man. We have X Factor in here. The first appearance of Thor, most valuable comic. The Hellfire Club. Oh, buddy, let me tell you what that did to me at 8 years old. X-Men versus Magneto. Like, you're 8 years old, and they show you a weirdo, a dirtbag, and the 2 hottest chicks you've ever seen in lingerie. That's going to do something to an 8-year-old. This lizard, oh my god, this art is so good. That lizard card art is incredible. We got Archangel, Cap v Red Skull, no visible Swatsies there. An Excalibur picture, and the Mole Man card. Brr, brr, I'm Mole Man. The card that I want to pull is Shadowcat, because I had such a crush on that card as a kid. That version of her, drawn by Art Adams. Oh, hell yeah! We hologramming, baby! Spidey v Green Goblin. A bit off center, but I'm not going to complain. Look at that. Aside from DC, we have gotten a hologram in every pack. So Marvel is spreading the love. DC, get your stuff together. Get it together, DC. Look at that. Oh. So we'll take a look at that. Spidey v Green Goblin. Nice. Maybe we'll get a better centered one in the next one. All right. Famous battles. We got the Fall of the Mutants. We have the Spidey interviewing the Punisher card. It was so weird. They had like little jokes and puns on this. This was a set that did not take itself too seriously. Gotta love the Lockheed card. Didn't realize he was a tiny little dragon. At first I thought that it was a big dragon, and then I learned Lockheed was not. Mr. Sinister coming in. I know who's getting this. Somebody said specifically, I think this is going to patron Rick Glass. I believe he said he was a big Mr. Sinister fan. So he was specific, so he's getting it. The Doc Ock interview card, Fool Killer. That was a name. Ooh, we got the Iron Man card. Well done. Well put together. I never knew who this lady was here. This green... It's not Pepper Potts, is it? Colossus. We got the Piotr. Thor. Electro. Another X-Men card, but this one has Strong Guy in it. Like, that's such a weird... What a weird X-Men class to exist here. To have non-suit... Like, in their own costumes, you have your Havoc, your Storm, your Wolverine, obviously. Is that Psylocke? Yeah, that's Psylocke. This is such a strange pocket, because it only existed for like a 3-month period before X-Men went to that X-Men Gold. But, you know, having Forge and Strong Guy, having them all in there, it's interesting. Banshee, Gambit, looking 1,000 years old. And then the Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. So there is that. Now, we have one final pack of Marvel Universe Series 1. Let's see what we can pull out of this pack, shall we? What do you think? Cosmic Spider-Man, Stan Lee, and then 8 holograms. Ooh, that's a good one, though. How about a Wolverine? Get that savage Wolverine there. We have a Wolverine v Sabretooth. Magneto. Cyclops. This is like an all-star group. No Fool Killer in here. The Avengers number 4. Ultron. Yeah, Mike Slater, you're saying Strong Guy was considered X-Men for a very short period of time before he moved over to X-Factor, when they sort of did that new reboot in there. Dre, you were asking what costume is that? If you're talking about this is the X-Factor costume for Cyclops. So that was X-Factor. It's also the design that ended up showing up in that first run of Toy Biz X-Men action figures as well. We have Ultron, Iceman, Nick Fury, Marvel Girl, way off center, but looking cute. Armor Wars 1. Oh, we got the Stan Lee. Look at that. Hey, look at me. I took a lot of credit for other people's work. I'm just kidding. I love Stan, and I have met him and interviewed him, and he was a delight. But, you know, the history was the history. For Wolverine, you're wondering what the costume was. And Spider-Man v. Doc Ock. If I recall correctly, this event, this drawing, is the one that killed Captain Stacy, Gwen's father. If that... His memory was convincing. Yeah, because I remember. This says 53 through 56. I do think that is the case. Famously putting his thing through putting his tentacles. I guess you'd call it tentacles. His robot arms through the the chimney. So I'm gonna put Stan in there. I'm gonna put Stan in the soft plastic as well. It's a decent card. I'm not sure it would come back at 10 because of the centering. You know, if we look at it, it's a bit off center, high low. But we got some good stuff in here, including. Let's take a look at this. We got Gambit. And we've got, there, you don't want my face in there. So we got 3. Yeah, that Wolverine, I do believe it's the patch character. I do believe it is I do believe that is the case. So we've got the Gambit Holo. So you go, I'm trying to see if you can get it. You can actually see my rig. You can see the camera that I have over there. You can see my finger pointing to the camera, but yeah, right up there. You can see it there. So we have that. We have the FF versus Mole Man Holo. And we have the Spidey v Green Goblin Holo. So look at that. Now, this is going to be a regular show. So do yourselves a favor and do me a favor and just don't make me say it. Just subscribe, like it, comment it, do the whole thing. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to receive stuff from the polls, if you want those in the mail coming to you, hit up patreon.com/Jeff May. Sign up for either the You Get the Blank rookie card or Two-Face tiers, and you will be getting a care package every month curated by me. That is an incredible amount of time that I get to spend doing that. I have lots of cards to open in the future. Some really, really fun ones too. I'm going to get a better mat, so I'm not going to be doing this over, a cartoon version of me next to me. That seems weird, right? What if I just... Does that work? Or do I have to... Right. Anyway, head on over to patreon.com/Jeff May. Listen to my podcast. And if you want to see me do this with sports cards, don't forget to watch You Don't Even Like Sports Cards on the Unpops YouTube. And I think we're actually going to create a You Don't Even Like Sports YouTube as well. So we can do that. So that being said, follow me on social media at Hey There Jeff Rowe. Subscribe, hit the like. Just do all the things. Hey, why don't you help me keep me alive? And I look forward to mailing a bunch of stuff to you guys. So, all right. See you guys next time I do this. And God, that was fun. I want to do more of this. I have more cards. It's hard for me, by the way, not to just bring every pack of cards I have out there. Sealed product, it drives me crazy. So feel free to what was I going to say? Feel free to? No, that doesn't even match what I was going to say. I'm a very dumb man. But like I said, I want to open everything, and I will soon. So thank you for that. That was what? 6, 10, 14 packs total. My next streams are going to be a little bit longer. They're going to have a little bit more. These just happen to be cards that were at a higher premium that I had access to. I actually have a box of the DC Cosmic cards. Like sealed. I have a sealed box that I bought that I'm going to open up. I have lots of really weird stuff, like cool, weird stuff, like Dinosaurs Attack from the 80s, which are like Mars Attacks, but from dinosaurs. I've got 2 boxes of Topps Chrome Garbage Pail Kids that Topps sent me that I'm going to be opening up. That's a lot of fun. And I'm also working with some stuff. So thank you all for watching. If you are watching the live stream, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time, and I'll see you in all the future stuff that we're going to do. Don't forget to watch You Don't Even Like Sports Cards with Adam Todd Brown. Don't forget to listen to Nerd with Jay Alvarez, and of course, Jeff Has Cool Friends, and you can listen to that for free anywhere, but head on over to patreon.com/Jeff May for all the really good stuff. I've got lots of cool patron-exclusive stuff. that I think you're going to really want to see. So thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. Take care of each other. Bye.